Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, DIY Doll Artist. My name is Sharon and I've been restoring dolls for 50 years. That's a long time.
Yeah, I would say that's a long time.
Well, anyway, I'll give you a little background. When I was very young, I started restoring my own. And then about the time the Cabbage Patch craze came out, my two daughters were old enough to really want one. And she happened to have a friend that played with it in the mud.
Yeah.
And so
In the dirt.
in the dirt. Not her, but her friend played with her own. So she was so sad. So I decided I would give it a try. And it came out really well. And I thought this was fun. And then a antique place had a couple of dolls in there. I said, you know, your dolls would sell faster if you did some, TLC. And they says, well, go ahead, take them. And I brought them back. They offered me a job. And I said, no, I've got kids. So now that, 50 years. Now that I've been doing it for a while, I thought I would start restoring some dolls and for fun. And we belong to a fan page called Tony Doll fan page. And I fell in love with the Tony dolls. And so then I started restoring Tony dolls. And because
you also do toys.
Oh, yes. Yes, you guys broke those too.
Well, I know, but the dogs did too.
Did you have to bring that up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyway, these dolls, the Tony dolls, were made by Ideal, and they're in the 70 plus years old. 70 plus years old.
That predates you.
What, by a year or two?
Yes, but still.
Yeah, I've crossed the 70 mark. I'm 72. Let's just get it over with. So anyway, so then I really got back into restoring dolls again. And then people at the page would ask questions and I would give them some pointers. And then they were really happy about it. So we did a couple of tutorials. And everybody, a lot of people asked, please do it on YouTube because it was so much easier for them to watch the tutorials if it was on YouTube. So we decided to give it a shot.
Yeah, just a shot.
Just a shot. We don't know if people will like it or not. So we're going to do short tutorials showing you how to do...
Not just tutorials, but also some before and afters, which might have a little bit of information in them, but mainly is to see them go from really bad to really nice. And my name is Shantae. And
I didn't introduce her.
No, you didn't. I'm sitting
You're
here.
You're supposed to bug me like that.
Well, but I'm sitting here listening to you ramble, and then, there is another part of it, and it's the artist. So even though some of the things she does are very artistic, the artist part is what I do. And my name is Shantae, and I've been an artist my whole life. I mean,
I think the first contest she won, she was 4.
Really? I don't remember.
I remember back to 18 months.
Well,
you can't remember at 4?
Yes, but I don't remember that.
Oh, okay. She can't remember.
But you'll have to tell me, honey, because I don't remember.
Oh, there was a contest.
For what?
That's a long time ago.
You don't remember for what? You only know that
I just know you were 4.
You only know that I won.
But I'd have to tell everybody how old you are.
Oh, let's not.
No, let's not.
Let's not.
Okay, you were 4, and there was some kind of a contest for kids.
Yeah.
And they didn't even believe you did it. They thought somebody else did it.
Really?
Yeah, they thought an adult did it. So yeah, she's pretty good at what she does.
Yeah, I paint, I draw, I even sculpt a little. So I'm just going to throw in some projects and some paintings that I've started and share them with everybody, and maybe share some of my techniques. They might help.
It might be fun too.
Yeah, well.
I have a lot of fun too, restoring dolls. Taking something nobody wants, and by the time you're done, everybody wants it. And they also look like they're happier. The dolls.
Yeah.
I know I'm happier.
Yeah.
And you're happier when
sometimes.
You're happier when you paint.
Yeah.
And I'm happier when I restore dolls. So That's what the site is all about.
Yeah, and now we're going to show you a line of dolls from really bad to all the way done.
This group of dolls is a representation of the stages that a doll will go through from the very neglected to the restored. But you do more than just before and after videos, don't you, honey?
Yes. We do some tutorials on how to repair vintage clothing or the doll's bodies inside or out because they have marks on the outside or they have damage on the inside. Do their eyes, all kinds
There's
of...
a really cool pair of shoes that are vintage like you.
Yes, they're made out of oilcloth and they get pretty brittle after 70 some years. And yes, I know, they're as old as I am. So we can fix that so that they're not brittle anymore. We can show you those little tricks and of the trade so that you can do it yourself and enjoy doing it.
And these dolls are, although these are Tony dolls are made by Ideal in the late 40s to the early 50s, and what makes them unique is they had a nylon wig. And this particular doll is showing the most neglected stage, and then the next doll,
she only has her hair washed, it hasn't been set, and she's had no body work done. The next doll has had her hair washed and set, and her body work is complete.
And the next two are almost, the last one is complete, the second to last one is
just
not.
needs her hair styled.
These are some pictures of some of the before and afters that you've done.
Yes, from the moment of we bought her to her completion.
This one is
a composition doll.
Yeah, and she's
in the 90 range, 90 years.
90 years old.
Yes, and she had to have a lot of work done on her, and
this
came
one's
out nice.
vinyl.
She's a 1969 Sweetie Pie, and also she was left in the sun for a very long period of time, and she came out beautifully. This one was from a young woman that got her when she was 1, and she asked me to restore her from Romania. And this one is
another Tony doll.
Another Tony doll that was in not so good a condition and came out beautifully. This one is special because she had a crack up the back of her neck to the crown, and those are very hard plastic to repair.
And this one you actually, you had Dad help you.
Yes, and my husband helped me with that one.
And this one was scary.
And this one was kind of scary because she had so much damage. She was so neglected that I didn't think it was possible to fix her. And here that you see the results. And this one was really neglected as well, and she came out gorgeous.
These are a couple of paintings that I have done. I paint on hardboard because I really like the smooth surface, and I paint with liquid acrylics. It's a little different than the tube acrylics you might find. I like the way that they flow on the hardboard. This particular painting is from a mural that I did when I was really young, and it's kind of a fanciful painting, and it was one you wanted.
This one I wanted. I loved it.
But this one is a black and white. It's also acrylic, and it's from a photograph of a calf that was born on our property. I really enjoy the black and white, but it's kind of difficult to get all those values of black, from the very light to the dark. But I'm going to probably throw in some other things besides paintings, maybe some small paintings and maybe some other projects, and
yes.
We have fun together.
We have a ball together. That's what the point of this whole thing is to give you some ideas. I hope you enjoyed my first video on my YouTube channel. We are still learning how to edit, so please have patience.
You mean my editing?
Yeah, you're editing.
I'm trying, honey.
Try hard.
Well, if you liked this video, then maybe you'll give us a like. And if you would like to see more videos like this, well, they'll be different than this because this is the introduction. You can hit the subscribe button, and
till next time, just remember, it is possible to do it yourself.